This conference will now be recorded.
Hello friends, welcome to this module of technical analysis, and I congratulate you all for enrolling to this module. And this module will give you a brief about technical analysis. We will start this module from the very basics and then we will move forward. So coming to the topics which will be covered in this module, the topics will be introduction of the technical analysis. Then we will be covering the topic of candlestick patterns, chart patterns. There are different kind of charts. We will be discussing that in details. In candlestick pattern, we will be discussing single candlestick pattern, double candlestick pattern, and a triple candlestick pattern as well. After discussing all these things, we will be moving forward to major indicator and oscillators. There are few indicators and oscillators which are useful for doing trading purpose. So we will be discussing that indicators and oscillators. Some theory part will be covered. What are the basics of Dow theory and Elliott wave theory? We will be covering that, and then we will be talking about trading psychology and risk management. So this is the overall content of the module. In every module, we will be breaking these topics in different terms, and then we will be discussing all these things. So coming to today's session, what we are going to discuss is module 1. So in module 1, we will be discussing these points which are related to technical analysis, which are related to basics of technical analysis. Or you can say this module 1 is for introduction to the technical analysis. So what is the meaning of this technical analysis? Why technical analysis is important? What are the difference between fundamental and technical analysis? Why technical analysis is preferred by traders? Why fundamental analysis is preferred by investors? And then we will be talking about assumptions of technical analysis. So module 1 will cover all these topics for now. So let's start the session and start we will start from the point of technical analysis, that what is technical analysis. So coming to the point of technical analysis, the meaning of this technical analysis is very simple. Few of us assume that technical analysis is a kind of holy grail strategy, that after learning this technical analysis, everyone will start making money from this market. This is not true. So basically, technical analysis can be defined as a kind of methodology, a kind of method through which we generally examine the prices along with some volumes, along with some indicators. We generally study psychological aspect of traders and investors. So technical analysis is a kind of art, what I can say. It's not a kind of very scientific approach, but I can say that this is a kind of approach in which we generally examine the past movement of the prices, that what has happened in past, how investor and traders behaved in past, and according to that we will be assuming, we will be doing our analysis, and we will be making our assumptions that how the price is going to move in future. So this is the basic nature of the technical analysis. The two major points of technical analysis is demand and supply. So whenever there is demand, there will be a buying opportunity which will be emerging in the market. Whenever there will be a supply, there will be a selling opportunity which will be emerging in the market. So technical analysis is applicable to each and everything. It is applicable to commodities, it is applicable to stocks, it is applicable to indices, it is applicable to futures and all those tradable instruments which are available to trade. So basically, technical analysis study the psychology of the trader and investor, and it focuses on that what has happened in the past, and we are analyzing all those past situations, comparing all those past situations to the topics of demand and supply, and then we are assuming that how the past is going to impact future. What are the assumptions, what are the methods through which this price can moves on a upside or price is going to move on a downside. So these are the points what we will be focusing upon in the technical analysis. So this is what about technical analysis. Now coming to the another point, second point is why technical analysis. So as of now, you all have enrolled for this session of technical analysis. You wanted to learn this technical analysis because everyone wants to make money from this market. And technical analysis is a kind of tool through which generally people study the market, and then they start trading in the market, and then they start making the money from this market as well. So this is the general sentiment why we all learn technical analysis. So I'm just going to brief it out in two major portions. So basically, what are the parameters? What are the parameters on which analysis is done? These are classified into two parameters. First one is fundamental analysis, and second one is technical analysis. So there are two ways to study this market. Either we will be studying it through technical analysis, or we will be studying it through fundamental analysis. These are the only two methods which are available in market through which we study the market. So answering the question of why technical analysis, we have to understand that what is the major difference between fundamental analysis and technical analysis. Why people go for technical analysis, and why do people look for fundamental analysis. So the basic principle of technical analysis, as I already told you, that basic principle of technical analysis is studying of past charts, or you can say that what had happened in past is going to be repeated in future, or what had happened in the past, at what time bulls came in the picture. Bulls means all those who are looking for buying opportunity. Bears means all those who are looking for selling opportunities. So there are only two kind of people which are available in market. Either they are bullish to the market, or either they are bearish to the market. So technical analysis basic principle is, we generally study past charts, patterns, trend of that stock, and then we try to predict, then we try to assume that where this stock is going to move in the coming future. So this is the basic principle of technical analysis. Coming to the fundamental analysis part, in the case of fundamental analysis, what we do, that we generally look for industry analysis. First of all, we will be doing the industry analysis, or we generally also go for financial analysis, financial statements of the company, management analysis. So these are the broader aspect of a stock or a company. So we generally study these details. We study the financial aspect of the company, of the management, industry analysis. Even we do what is the condition of the financial condition of the economy. We also do analysis of that as well. So fundamental analysis dive deep into the financial management analysis and industry analysis. Then we evaluate the value of the company. That is the value of the company. Is it truly valued, or is it trading at a higher price? So we will be covering the aspect of overpriced and underpriced stocks. So in technical analysis, we are just focusing upon the price of that stock, but in fundamental analysis we are judging that price, that is this price is underpriced or overvalued. Is this price is overvalued or undervalued? If that stock will be undervalued, we will be looking for buying opportunity, because if there will be a growth in the company, ultimately the stock prices is also going to move on a upside. So undervalued and overvalued prices are being judged through fundamental analysis. Second point is time frame. Generally, fundamental analysis is done through long term approach, like 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 30 years, 15 years. All these are long term approach. So whenever someone is looking for an investment period of 3 years, 5 years, 10 years and 15 years, then they will be going for fundamental analysis. And in the case of technical analysis, even though those to trade 15-minute duration, those who want to take trades for 15-minute duration, buying it on one day, selling it on another day, looking for a buying opportunity for today and selling it after 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, like that. For all those short term opportunities, this technical analysis is used. So coming to the point of why technical analysis, the technical analysis generally gives you the way that how you will be doing trading in coming future for a short term period. This can be one of the most important point for technical analysis. Fundamental analysis generally gives you a view for a longer term approach, but technical analysis gives you a view for a short term approach, because if you will be seeing a short term approach, it is very difficult to trade in right directions. So technical analysis is the only tool through which we judge that what can be the behavior of the stock, what can be the behavior of the index in the coming future near to the short term opportunities. Data source, if you will see that from where do we gather the data source from fundamental analysis, we generally go to the website of the company, and then we look for that financial statement of the company, yearly statement of the company, and then we will be understanding all those financial statement, company analysis, economic analysis, what can be the growth in that company, and then we will be collecting all those data and we will be studying that. In the case of technical analysis, we generally gather the data from the stock charts. So there are different kind of charts. Chart means that a graphical representation of past psychological aspect of traders and investors. So chart will give you a brief that how this stock has behaved in past and what can be the near future of this stock, that how this stock is going to behave in near future. Coming to the indicator parts, for fundamental analysis, we generally look for asset liabilities. We always check these points. We always look for expenses of the company, earning of that company, and we will be looking for a price to book value ratio. There are different debt to equity ratio. These are ratio analysis of a particular company, and then we will be judging that how this stock is going to behave in future. So that this stock is underpriced or this stock is overpriced. But in the case of technical analysis, the indicators what we use are generally MACD, exponential moving average, RSI. This might sound very new to you, but in the latter part of the module, we will be discussing all these indicators as well. So we generally tends to see the price of that particular stock or indices or any commodity, and applying that indicator to the price, we generally analyze that where this price is going to move on. So this is the indicator part. Coming to the methodology, that what is the methodology we use. Fundamental analysis gives you a idea for longer term approach. It gives you a methodology. There are different kinds of methodology which are used for fundamental analysis. One way is of cash flow statement. We generally go for cash flow statement, that what is the cash flow of this company and from where money is coming into the company, and that money is going where. So these are the analysis which are being done in the case of fundamental analysis. There are different models for fundamental analysis as well. There are dividend discount models, but we are not focusing on this fundamental analysis part. We are generally focusing upon technical analysis part. In the case of fundamental analysis, there are dividend discount models, peers comparison also is done, industry analysis, economic analysis. So these are the things which are being in focused for fundamental analysis. For technical analysis, we generally focus upon momentum of that stock, that with what speed that stock is moving on a upside, with what speed that stock is moving on a downside, what is the psychology of trader and investor at a particular price. Is it that traders are looking for buying opportunity in a particular stock at a particular price, or traders are looking for selling opportunity? So generally technical analysis gives you a brief about momentum investing also, and it tells you about the market psychology as well. So we generally study the past price movement of that stock, and then we focus on the trend of that stock, that this stock is moving continuously on an upside, or this stock is moving continuously on a downside. The strategy what we are using for fundamental analysis is finding the value of a particular stock. In the case of fundamental analysis, we are finding the value of a stock. Is it overvalued or it is undervalued? So we generally find the value of that stock, and if the stock is undervalued, we look for buying opportunity. In the case of technical analysis, we just look for right entry and exit, that what is the time of entry and what is the time of exit. Now let me tell you very clearly, it is very difficult to predict as exact right time for the entry and as exact right time for the exit as well. But after practicing for a longer term period, definitely you will be getting an accuracy, that 50%, 60%, 70% kind of accuracy, that you will be judging it on a right way. 100% holy grail strategy is not available in this market, but definitely technical analysis will help you out. So coming to our question of why technical analysis, these are the few things about technical analysis, and I have briefed in details the difference between technical analysis and fundamental analysis. One major point what I have to say here is, any person those who is learning this technical analysis has to give time to the market, because technical analysis is a kind of approach which requires time, which requires monitoring of the market, and after the monitoring of the market, then only analysis can be done. So it requires time for technical analysis, although fundamental also requires time, but generally compared to the technical analysis, fundamental analysis requires lesser time. So these are few points about technical and fundamental analysis. Now moving forward to the next point, what we have to discuss is the assumptions, that what are the assumptions on which this technical analysis is performed. So majorly there are three assumptions. The first assumption is the market discounts everything. Second assumption is price moves in a trend. And third assumption is history tends to repeat itself. These are the three assumptions on the basis of which technical analysis is based upon. So coming to the very first point, that market discounts everything. What is the meaning of this market discounts everything? Suppose a stock is going to announce its corporate earning, quarterly earning, and that stock is expected to give a profit. in its last quarter result. So what happens in market, that if a stock is expected to give result, if a stock is expected to give a profitable result, or a stock is expected to give a negative result, so that stock has already moved quite a bit in the expectations. So suppose if we are expecting that market is going to crash in next 6 months, and there are expectations that the economic scenario is not good, economy is in very bad shape. So what will happen, that when this news flow, when this things will come in the market, when these things will be circulated in the market, what will happen, that market will react before that is going to happen. So suppose if the stock is going to announce a positive result, market will move in the upside direction before that stock is going to announce that result. Now if the stock will beat the estimate, if the stock is going to beat that estimate, whatever the estimate was done through different analysts, if that stock will beat the estimate, then that stock will again move on a upside. But if the expectations are fulfilled, then that stock might see a profit booking kind of scenario. So market always discount those things before it is going to happen. Or any negative news which comes in picture, which comes every now and then in market discounts that negative news sooner or later. Maximum time all those negative news are discounted earlier than expected, and when that negative news is announced, market generally moved in another directions. So we will be discussing these things when we will be discussing the charts, but as of now you must have got a brief idea about that what is the meaning of market discount everything. Now coming to the point of market moves, price moves in a trend. So what is the meaning of this trend? That is one of the important thing to discuss. So let's discuss that what is the meaning of this trend. So there are generally three kinds of trend what we will be discussing in later modules. But as of now, I am just briefing it out. There is a uptrend, there is a downtrend, and there is a sideways trend. So in the case of uptrend, what happens, that stocks moves in a upside direction. Continuously a stock is moving in a upside direction. In the case of downtrend, a stock moves in a downside direction. Like a stock is making lower lows and it is making a lower high. And in the case of sideways trend, a stock is neither moving in upside direction, neither it is moving in downside direction, and it is consolidating in a range, then this is known as sideways trend. So these are generally three trend of the market. First one is uptrend, second one is downtrend, and third one is sideways trend. So these are generally three trend of the market. So price moves in a trend. The assumption of this technical analysis is whenever a stock is moving in an uptrend, unless and until an external force means that some negative news or some profit booking or some kind of consolidation which is not happening, till yet that stock will continue to move in an uptrend. So whenever we drive a car, we generally drive at a speed of 40 or 60. So whenever we are driving that car at a speed of 40 or 60, whenever we have to stop that car, what we will be doing, that we will be gradually reducing its speed. So this is a kind of same scenario which is happening here. So when the stock is moving in an uptrend, market is moving in an uptrend, making a higher high. Higher high means that it is making a higher high. Like when the stock was at 100, now it is moving to 105. Now it is moving to 110, like that. So it is moving in, it is making higher high and it is also making higher lows. So if that stock is making a higher lows, that is a condition of uptrend. So the same thing happens with a stock. After a move of a uptrend, generally it starts consolidating. So after an uptrend move, there comes a sideways move. Like a stock will not move in an upside direction, neither it is going to downside direction. It will consolidate in a particular range. So the sideways trends comes in. So this technical analysis tells that a stock which is available in the market, whatever is being traded in the market, they moves in a trend. Either they will move in an uptrend, either they will move in a downtrend, or there can be the third trend as well, which is known as sideways trend. The third and most important point for technical analysis is history tends to repeat itself. I have already told you that this technical analysis study the past performance. So whatever has happened in the past is expected to be repeated again in the future. So this is one of the major important point of technical analysis. So in this module of today, we have discussed about what is technical analysis, why technical analysis, what is fundamental analysis, the difference between fundamental and technical analysis, and we have discussed about the assumptions of technical analysis as well. Coming to the next module, in the next module, we will be discussing few topics which will be related to theory of technical analysis. Generally, the assumptions what we have read today, what we have understood today, are derived from Dow theory. So we will be discussing about Dow theory, and we will be also studying one more theoretical part of technical analysis, that is Elliott wave, that is the advanced version of Dow theory. And we will be discussing the charts, and there are different kind of charts. What we have already talked about a little bit today, we will be discussing that in the next module.